So fair warning, if you're watching this video, it might be a little bit rambly. I haven't looked at this Postgres code since I can't remember when, but we're going to work on getting Postgres connected to Go and making all that happen. And all this code, you could find all this on greatercommons.com. And it's this course right here with the gopher. Totally awesome. All right. So I'm going to start Postgres. And, you know, in class here, dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's fine. In class, we are, we'll maybe work on setting Postgres up or see a little bit about that. So the first thing we have here is users, and see current user, select current underscore user. So once Postgres is installed, I could do select current underscore user, and I could see the current user is Postgres. Okay, and I could get the details of the user \du, and Postgres super user, create role, create DB, replication, bypass our RLS. So it's giving me details of the user. And interestingly, it gave me that many times over. Control C. And now I could create a user. So I could create a user, James, with password. So I just created a role. And then I could grant privileges. Select, insert, update, delete, rule all. Grant all privileges on database company to James. So I could create a database if I wanted to. And I'm going to list out my databases, \L. And so here are different databases I've created. If I wanted to create a database, I'm going to create a database company. So I just created that database, and now I could grant all privileges on the database company to James. And you can see it granted. And I could also revoke all privileges. And I could alter user James with super user and no super user, and alter role. And then I'm not sure, how did I see which is my current user? Is select current user, select current user, and current user is still Postgres. But by creating a user, I'm going to have to log in eventually with Postgres. Like this, like here, bond, password. So there'll be the username and then the password, and then whatever the rest of it is. And so I'll log in eventually, and I need a user created. And so for Go and Postgres, we'll go get this library Postgres, and you could go to Golang SQL, and SQL, the Go programming language, we have golang.org package database SQL. So we could just see here, provides generic interface around SQL and SQL-like databases. The SQL package must be used in conjunction with a database driver. See drivers for list of drivers. Drivers that do not support context cancellation will not return until after the query is completed. So context, drivers that do not support context will not return until after the query. What's it mean a driver will not return? I don't know, but context is this thing which I'm only like 60% on. And context in Go is like, it's something that's associated with a request. And so in the context of this request, and it allows you to have kind of like a bunch of things related to a request all in one spot. And so if a request gets canceled, everything related to that request can get canceled. So it's kind of the context of that request. But we have all these drivers here, so we could go look at those drivers. And you can see there's a bunch of different drivers. And so here is you know, Postgres, and there's one PG right there, PGX, and cgo. So I'd go with one of the ones that are pure Go, and different drivers there for different databases: MySQL, Oracle, MS SQL Server, and all those other ones. So that's where you get your driver, and then once you have your driver, it looks like we use package SQL to do stuff. And if we look at the code that we have, we look at our imports, we've got database SQL right here. I don't have this driver right now. It looks like it's kind of giving me a red error, like can't resolve directory. And if I go, like maybe if I delete that, because it should be in like github.com lib, is that right? github.com postgres lib, there we go. So I could go get that, and I'm just going to start another terminal. Guess this is the only terminal I got. I'll start another window, and I'll do go get -u for update, and then github lib, and git clone, invalid active developer path, missing xc run, at library developer command line tools user bin xc run. I just updated my computer, so I got to figure that out, and I'll figure that out offline, and we'll continue this in the next video.